My landlord likes to claim that I violate the peace and quiet of other people by shouting in my bathroom at somebody who likes to smack the wall behind my toilet. But this kind of disruption on the part of the psycho thug BLM hate stalkers from the building across the street that they rent to is on a whole other level. I do not do stuff like this. And they're the ones screaming and shouting in the street and pulling fire alarms. There's no fire. Somebody simply pulled the fire alarm. And now the whole neighborhood has to deal with this craziness. They were probably smoking in one of their rooms and set off the fire alarm. They do a lot of smoking around here. Smoking of marijuana, smoking of crack, smoking of methamphetamines. They're a bunch of low-life, career criminal scumbags that behave like a bunch of circus clowns and are constantly disrupting the neighborhood. Today is Saturday, April 26, 2025, and the psycho circus that the Greenville Group chooses to maintain in the building at 191 Green Street continues to engage in psycho circus behaviors. There's a group of creeps standing right where I'm pointing this camera right now. They're just being quiet. Unfortunately, the smoke that I'm breathing in right now is coming from some creep that's smoking in the bathroom of 78 behind my kitchen sink. The only smoke that I smell is a smoke that's filling my unit from the bathroom behind my kitchen sink that the Greenville Group keeps claiming is rented by a normal person. No, that's not a normal person. That's the same person that's been in there for 11 years now. The psychopath, Irizarry. It is right around 10 p.m. on Saturday, April 26, 2025. This is what happens when you let a bunch of career criminals smoke whatever the hell they want all over the place. And then they try to take me to court for shouting in my bathroom because there's somebody who smacks the wall behind my toilet when I try to use the toilet. I have the legitimate right to scream if somebody is violently attacking me from behind the wall of my bathroom when I try to quietly and privately use my bathroom. But this seems to be perfectly okay because the Greenville Group is not an actual landlord. They're a criminal, corrupt organization that pushes a social agenda and uses this group of buildings as a money laundering operation. It's a destabilization social project to literally take down the neighborhood and cause disruptions and instability in the surrounding area. Because that's what's happening. That's what happens all the time. Why would a legitimate landlord rent to nothing but criminals, sex offenders, and psychopaths that are literally straight out of prison? Why would a legitimate landlord work with agencies that try to house sex offenders? They're not legitimate. Because this is the result of the Greenville Group choosing to cram large numbers of career low-life scumbags who claim to be BLM activists in the building across the street at 191 Green Street. This is the result. This kind of craziness happens every few days because the landlord is not a legitimate landlord. The Greenville Group is a corrupt criminal organization that uses this building complex as a money laundering front for their actual criminal operations. And those, I'm not sure what those involve. Drugs, probably. No legitimate landlord would want this, but the Greenville Group does. And so why would that be? Because they're not a legitimate landlord, as I keep saying. Oh, well, that was fast. But the alarm is still going off, and that's really loud and obnoxious. But strangely enough, as I was just saying, the only smoke that I'm smelling right now is from the psycho thug, sex offender, career criminal named Jasmine Irizarry sitting in the bathroom of Unit 78 behind my kitchen sink. And that's why I initially had to open this window to ventilate my living space, because the only smoke around here is a smoke that's filling my entire living space from the psychopath, sex offender, piece of shit that sits in the bathroom of 78 behind my kitchen sink in the vacant premises of her former unit where she lived for 11 years and was legitimately and verifiably housed by the Greenville Group for 11 years between 2013 and 2023. Her friend is Oleg Aleseyev, the property manager, and he really loves Jasmine Irizarry, the career criminal, thug, psychopath, and sex offender who claims to be a structural engineer who gets paid to solve problems. Oh, look, 2 fire trucks. Wow. That stupid alarm is still going off, though, and everybody has to listen to it at 10 p.m. Those are the pieces of shit that won't leave me alone. They're always standing right there. That corner right there is where all the low-life thugs just congregate for hours at a time. I'm trying to understand the fascination with that corner. Shithole Central, as I've always called it. It was perfectly fine for the first few years that I lived here. It was not shithole central. Now it's all male career thugs, sex offenders, pedophiles, and psychopaths. And this is the result. You see this kind of psycho circus happening right there all the time.